Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video. This time going over some pretty good garage sale finds, a pretty crazy Goodwill find, and some really just strange, all around strange stories kind of mixed in amongst all of it. So we'll jump right into that now. So a pretty cool garage sale from, Saturday before this video goes up. Decided to go back to the sale from last week where I got the Egg Elemental Gimmick Gear game for Dreamcast and the two PS3s. I decided to go back to that sale just because I was in the neighborhood again. I figured, it couldn't hurt to go back. And I saw this laying out on the table. Blue Game Gear. The screen's kind of scratched. And but it has had World Series Baseball in there, which I believe actually is my least valuable game in my whole collection. My card-only copy of World Series Baseball. But it also has both the battery covers, which is nice to see. And I asked him how much he wanted for it, and he said, I'll $1. So I got this for $1. The screen does not work. I'll turn it on. The sound actually does work. Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any batteries in it. I don't have 6 batteries loaded into this thing. Usually, every time I think I found a garage sale Game Gear, it has not had the sound work, but this time the screen didn't work. So what happens with the screen basically is that it just kind of flickers wrong things, but the sound still works. So if anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know down in the comments. Point me in the right direction of how to fix that. But for $1, very cool find. So some decent Thursday sales. So I originally had a garage sale lined up that said that it had an NES system and Atari 5200. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. It started at 9. I went over there. Usually for stuff like that, I try to get there as early as possible because if it says online that it has a system, then there's going to be a ton of people going there for it. So I get there at like 8:20, and the sale's practically set up. I mean, there's still a couple things like moving out. They're trying to be moved out and everything, but the sale's practically set up. So I kind of just walk up there. And the guy's like, oh, we're not open for another hour. And I'm like, okay, is the Nintendo still there? Is the Atari still there? Because usually when someone says, oh, we're not open up yet, I just say, oh, that's all I'm interested in. Can I take a look at that? The guy's like, oh, that's there, but we're not open yet. So I'm like, all right, kind of annoying. Wait in my car. More people start showing up to the sale, and they keep getting turned away the same way. The sale's set up completely by 8:30, so there's no reason that they didn't have this just ready to go. They were and it's pouring down rain, so there's no one going to come to this sale on a Thursday when it's pouring down rain. So they should probably take what they can get. So I'll just keep waiting. More people getting turned away as they try to go to the sale. Finally, the guy walks away that was telling me not to go. To put signs up, and I just walked up to the sale. I was done with it, 10 till. And it was this really annoying, really weird situation. I don't know. Because the sale was, like I said, pretty much completely set up. And they were just kind of sitting there, but not letting anyone there till 9. They had an NES with no cables and a copy of Mario Duck Hunt in it for $25. Not a good deal. Especially because, getting the cord runs me about $10, so not a good deal. And they had that 5200 for $50. It had 6 card-only games, nothing too special. That's a fine deal. I wasn't too interested in that. That stuff, I don't really collect too much Atari. I don't really like it, so not too interested in that. I would have probably picked it up if it was $25, but didn't want to bother with that. So kind of an annoying sale. And then I went to another sale that was advertised as a whole allotment sale that was only one sale going on. So that was annoying as well. But still got some good finds. Went to a sale that I believe said Toys and Games on the listing. They had a Wii bundle, which is kind of a bummer that it had the Wii balance board because the guy would not separate it and he wanted more for the balance board. So he wanted $50 for the Wii system with the balance board. And the stuff was in really rough shape, so I passed on that. But I did get a few games from him. He had $2 each on games. So I picked up Sonic 06. This actually holds a little bit of value. I'm not sure why. Pretty terrible game, but holds some decent value. Kind of water damaged, but oh well. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, which I actually didn't have this one for the collection, and it's in pretty good shape and complete, so not bad at all. And then this one I'd never seen before. It's not worth much, but I thought this was kind of interesting. Chrome Hounds. This is published by Sega. I actually saw on the back, developed by From Software. So I thought that was really interesting. Never heard of this one. It's not worth anything, but if anyone knows about this game, Xbox 360 exclusive, anyone knows about it, has played it, it's any good, let me know in the comments below. I've never tried it. I actually would like to try that one, see if it's any good. But anyway, went to a neighborhood sale, kind of a wealthier neighborhood, and those usually never end up pretty well. Everyone wants so much stuff. It's kind of weird, like the really wealthy people want way too much for their stuff. Usually it's older wealthy people and they have just the most ridiculous prices on things. This one sale I went to had a Wii for $70, so no thanks. Don't want to pay that, but they did have their games for $5 each. This was the only one worth picking up. Mario Kart Wii. Someone tore off the manual for some reason. I don't know why you do that. Someone tore the front off. Usually when there's something stupid with the condition of a game, you can blame it on just kids. It's just kids. If you have children, please tell them to take care of their games, take care of their stuff, keep it in nice condition. That way, one day when a foolish man-child with a YouTube channel comes to buy your kids' games at the garage sale, they don't have to complain on their stupid YouTube channel like an idiot. So, yeah, $5 for that. I actually went to another sale then. Had some game stuff. There was like the pink Game Boy Advance, like normal system. They wanted $35 or $30 for it, which is like, nah, not at a garage sale. They also then had some 360 games in a tub, and like 3 sports GameCube games, and then some 360 games like in a little case tub thing down below. And there's no price on them anywhere. And I kind of just flipping through them. It's all sports games. Most of them are junk. There's maybe 1 or 2 games that I thought, if this is $1, I would pick this up, but no more. And I asked the lady there, how much do you want how much are the games? And she's like, I think there's a price on it. And she pulls it out and she's like, they're $10 a game. And I just kind of was like, okay, just walked away. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad when I'm thinking, I'd pick this up for $1. And then they're $10 each, and it's all sports games for the 360. Definitely a pass on that. Speaking of the 360, so I went to a sale not too far from my house, actually, that had a 360. The sale started on Monday, which was really weird. Usually sales start on Thursday. The sale started on Monday, and it was supposed to go through Monday through Wednesday. And they had a 360 there. And I was like, okay, they had $50 on it. I'm like, okay. And I was like, I wonder if I can get that 360 for cheaper. So I went there on Wednesday. They didn't recognize me, and I saw if I could get it for cheaper, and they had it down to $35, and she said she'd do it for $30. But I didn't know what the hard drive space was, and I didn't know how to find that, because I didn't have a 360, so I didn't until like way later. So I don't know too much about the system. But then I found out you can pull off the little thing on the bottom and find the hard drive space. Because obviously I thought it might just be a 4 gig one, which I definitely don't want unless it's really cheap, because it's not, a good buy unless it's really, really cheap. But this one was a 250 gig, as you can see there, which is cool. And I actually then I'm getting ahead of myself. I actually was like, told my dad, hey, can you go stop at this garage sale? I'll give you some money. Go stop at this garage sale. I figured out that you can take the thing out on the bottom. I saw something online about that. I told him how to take the thing off the bottom, and I said, go to see this sale, see if you could get this for $25. Or I was like, start with 20, but see if you can get it for 25, since it's 250 gig. And he got it, so great little score there. Very nice find. Thanks to him on that one. Yeah, I mean, they came with 2 controllers. They were both pretty much beat to heck. Had some corrosion in them. One of them was a black one that just didn't work at all. One of them had some, like, the bumpers didn't work. So those are, shot. But system and all the cords and everything for $25, not a bad find. Then I got my Friday finds. Went out to there was a couple neighborhood sales listed. Looked like it was going to rain the whole time, so that obviously kind of puts a damper on how many people are going to go out. But I still did okay, and overall just got interesting stuff in general. On my time out on Friday, let me see where I should start first. I went to a couple neighborhood sales that just didn't, flat out, no games, nothing, absolutely nothing. And ended up going to one and got this just complete copy of Kirby's Epic Yarn. They wanted $1.50. I've never seen anyone put $1.50 on a game. Usually they put $1 or $2. A little scratched, but should be fine. I just got some new pads for my resurfacing machine, so I should be able to run those through and no problem. Not a bad little find there. Went to another sale. Actually went back to the sale yesterday. That one neighborhood sale I was in yesterday where I got like Mario Kart Wii. And I figured, yesterday, it's a Thursday, people might have been working. More people might have started sales. More people might have, maybe put sales up that, because they didn't want to because it was raining yesterday. So I figured, head back there. Didn't find anything, but I actually did make my way back to the sale with the $10 Xbox 360 sports games I mentioned and the Game Boy. And I actually just picked up the Game Boy. This is the bag it was in. She wanted $30 for it, you can see. I offered $20 and she took it. So it turned on, but the batteries in here are dead. But we will go in here now. Game Boy's in pretty decent shape, just the pink one. Screen's not too bad. Has the cover. No problems or anything there. Pretty good shape. I also then had this absolutely mangled copy of Yoshi's Island. Looks like the dog got to it. Actually, this does work, though. I might be able to sell it as acceptable on eBay, but it did work. I don't know if I can get the power on. Yeah, it does work, and it boots right up to that Yoshi, believe it or not. Yeah, Yoshi boots up, surprisingly. Very, very strange. But next one is very, very strange. Really funny story. This was kind of an episode more so of stories than anything else. So I went to, just a neighborhood sale that was going on. I didn't even know it was going on. There was no advertisements for it. I just happened to be going this way, and I figured, I'll see if there's any signs this way, and found this. And was at a sale. I saw this here for $1. Super Mario Checkers. I have actually a somewhat extensive collection of video game related board games now, just from garage selling, picking these up for $1 or $2. Also picked up some just generic cables for $0.25 because those work for pairing with an NES to sell. And they had some 360 games. I asked, do you have any more game stuff? And they said no. And this woman behind me that was at the sale was like, oh yeah, do you have a card? And I was like, oh, okay. No, I actually do carry cards. I started doing cards last year with contact information. And I was like, I don't have any on me right now because I used my last ones earlier in the day. And she's like, no, that's okay. And we kind of walked down the driveway with her. And she's like, that's okay. Let me check real quick. And she opens up her phone. She's like, yeah, I already have you in my phone contacts. Is this you? And she shows, it says my name, and then it says Game Boy Guy. And it has my phone number there. And I was like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, yeah, you bought stuff from me before. I might be interested in selling more to you, which was just very bizarre. This was a sale, actually. This would be great if she ever called me or texted me or anything. Because this was a sale where I wanted to buy, it was a GameCube with the Game Boy Advance adapter and the disc. I bought that, and I bought, I believe, a Game Boy with it and some random other stuff. But when she brought it out originally, she said she's going to have to check with her son, and there was a big stack of really good GameCube games. And unfortunately, her son didn't want to sell the games because he still played them on his Wii. But that was in, I believe, 2017. So it would be great if I could get those games, because there was like Melee in there and Metroid Prime 2 and I think Mario Parties and stuff like that. So that would be great if I could get those. But I just thought that was really funny that she says, wait a second, looks in her phone, and I'm in her phone contacts with Game Boy Guy next to it from 3 years ago. Thought that was hilarious and a very, very strange, random story. I went then, there was another just garage sale going on I almost didn't go to it, but I'm glad I did. They had a box. I actually was at this garage sale. Things are just getting weird with me now. I was at this garage sale, I think probably 4 or 5 years ago, and the guy said, yeah, I have some games, but I don't want to get rid of them yet. And I got this for $10, a Wii. Had all the cords and everything. I just didn't show them for the video, but it works. I just plugged it in, no disc in it though. But he had the Wii, and I asked him if he had any more games. He said, oh, I wish I do. I got rid of them. And I was like, man, I wish somewhere in between now and that last time I was at this guy's sale, this guy sold his games. So kind of funny. Very weird, very weird sale stories this episode, I have to say. This is making it. But really cool Goodwill find that on my way home I got. Really weird. So this was at the same Goodwill I got the Spider-Man game last video, the PAL Spider-Man game for PS3. And there was a stack of 360 games and then one GameCube game mixed in. So on 360 I picked up Guitar Hero 3. Pretty okay seller. Their media is only $1 there, so that should be a pretty decent one on eBay. But this was really interesting. I had never seen this game before, and I just picked it up because I figured when I finish N64 or Dreamcast, my next set I'd like to complete potentially is the GameCube. So I've been keeping back GameCube games that I can get for like $1 or $2, or that I get in lots that I don't already have. I have them in a big box just in case I want to do the full set. And I was like, yeah, I'll just grab this. I've never seen this one. Just in case I want to do the full set, I'll just grab this. It doesn't look too interesting of a game. This game is City Racer, and it is complete. And then I looked it up later, and Price Charts had it as like $65 complete. And I looked it up on eBay, and there was copies going for like over $100. Some of them even went for like $120. I think the trending price for complete copy was $120. Really weird. This is a pretty uncommon game, I guess. Pretty rare game for the GameCube. I'd never seen it before, which I like to think I'm reasonably, know what's on the GameCube. I'm reasonably familiar with the library. But I'd never seen this one before, and it is a very expensive game, I guess. So really, really weird. Really, really cool. Nice score. Got that for $1. Probably my second best Goodwill score of all time now, because I got Klonoa there for, I think, $3. Not at the same Goodwill, but at a Goodwill. So really, really nice little find there. Really cool. And I think that'll be it for this episode. A bit of a shorter one, but some interesting stories, some weird finds. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you picked up anything interesting lately, or if you know anything about the stuff have anything to say about the stuff I picked up today. Leave a like. Likes in the comments really help with getting the channel out there. YouTube will prioritize recommending it to more people. So if you like the channel, feel free. You can comment anything as long as it's not vile. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Twitter at ObjoGaming, and I will see you next time.